Hey guys, so Comicon is this week, and that is Phoenix Comic Con for those who are in the know at least. Just a few tips that I have to have kind of a better experience at Comic Con, whether you are new to Comic Con, whether it's been 5 or 10 years, or just if you would like some tips to make each experience a little bit better. These are things that I have picked up along the way and I think may be helpful to other people. The first one being pack food. Pack like you're going on a picnic or something. If you can bring like an insulated backpack or something, that makes it a million times easier. A lot of the times the food there is insanely expensive and you are walking around a lot. And when you go to actually have food at like a food court or any of the vendors that they have there, the line is insane. I know one time one of my friends actually waited in a line for about an hour and a half for a hot dog. Like that's sad. I do recommend you bring stuff that obviously can keep well for a while. Obviously nothing like ice cream related or anything like that, but if you can bring like sandwiches, or like I like to bring like Lunchables, graham crackers, anything that you can, like jerky with like a lot of protein to help keep your body maintained throughout the day. Snack often, like every like hour or two. Just take a break, sit down, have some snacks, re-energize yourself. There is a lot of walking involved. There's a lot of being uncomfortably close to the masses around you. So you're going to want to take a moment and kind of regain your energy for that. And that way you are saving money, you're keeping well hydrated, you're keeping well fed, and you actually have the time set aside to go and do that instead of having to wait in line forever for something overpriced that's wasting your time and literally wasting your money. So that is one of the main things that I can suggest. Another one would probably be one that is kind of a given, but not all vendors there accept debit or credit. So you might want to bring a little bit in cash. I'm talking a little bit, not a few $100s. That is a little excessive. Unless that's just how you roll, then whatever, the more power to you. I do recommend bringing at least a little bit in cash, and that way you have it on you. If you find something that you like from a vendor, you don't have to wait to go to an ATM, come back, or anything like that. You can just get it and go and keep moving in the lines of masses. Another thing I do recommend is have your itinerary planned out. A lot of the cons will have what they have scheduled on their websites. I know especially the Phoenix Comic Con does, and the San Diego Comic Con will list what kind of events they're having at what time. Some of them even have like apps that you can download onto your phone. That way you can just kind of queue everything up, and then your phone will let you know, hey, I have to go to this next event. It is especially helpful if you want to make it to like panels or Q&As, if there are certain celebrities that you want to meet or listen to or anything like that. You do want to have that kind of planned out. Even if you don't have like an app or something, just have it in your mind, hey, I really want to do this, so make time for it. And again, there are a lot of people and there are lines, so you might want to get there at least half an hour, maybe an hour early, depending on what it is. I know there was one time I saw a William Shatner panel that like 2 hours before it was starting, the line was like completely wrapped around the building. It was insane. People were just there and ready and waiting, and a lot of people missed out on it because they didn't have the thought process to get in there a little bit early. So that is something I recommend. This is Kokori, if you don't already know, and she is one of the joys of my life and likes licking my eyeball. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? But yes, she is here and she needs love often, so I hope you do excuse her. But she unfortunately won't be at Comicon. I know, everyone's disappointed. But she likes to come in and visit once in a while when I'm filming, so please don't mind that. And what I was saying was just make sure you have your itinerary planned out and know what you want to do ahead of time. Make time for it. Be there early. If you do get there early, that's plenty of time to have some of those snacks that I mentioned. Also, a thing about cosplaying, a lot of people are in the cosplays and they do technically need a lot of respect for that because a lot of the times they hand make it or they spend a lot of time way before the con is even starting, before the tickets go on sale, planning out their costumes, making purchases for it and everything. And there are sadly some cases where the people who cosplay are not really respected as much as they should be. Not even just talking about like female cosplayers or like being like sexually harassed or anything, even though that is kind of up there on one of the big problems for that, but I'm talking about just in general. Like if you see someone who has a really big prop being like a sword or a shield or something, like be respectful of it. Don't try to like pick it up or anything. If you do want to, ask their permission first. But you don't know what that's made out of. You can break it literally by just touching it sometimes. So just make sure that you do ask permission first. If you want a picture, ask. Say, hey, I like your costume. Can I have a picture of you or with you? And get in there. But make sure that they actually say that yes, you can before you do that. I've had countless times where people just came up running with their cameras, took a picture of me, and like literally ran away without saying anything. And yes, I know celebrities deal with that kind of thing all the time, but for us everyday folk, it is kind of a little off-putting. And there are more extreme things with some people that when they go to take pictures, then they might cop a feel or something. And you just really want to be mindful, like treat people like you want yourself to be treated, or in some cases better than you want to be treated, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they went through to accomplish that look or anything like that. And I know some people will say like, oh, well, they're dressed a certain way, they're asking for it. No, they're not. Just because they like a certain fandom or a certain character or something, and that's just happens to be how the character is dressed, doesn't mean that's how they are in their everyday life. Like, you know, just be a little bit mindful. But these are my tips for a better Comic-Con, and I hope they are helpful. A lot of them may be kind of just common knowledge, but some of them I think maybe it might make it a little bit easier for you. But again, the Phoenix Comic-Con starts on Thursday and goes on until Sunday. I am going to be there all 4 days, and that's just my preference. I always get the full event pass. It's cheaper that way you can go to everything. Some people aren't there every day, so it just lets me cover my bases. But if you are there and happen to recognize me or anything, just come over and say hi. And I definitely hope to see you all there. And if not, then I definitely hope that you guys can take this and use it in another Comic-Con in your area. But I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.